5th June is when we'll get to see the movie in theaters, ladies and gentlemen. It's releasing worldwide, and of course, now it's time to invite on stage the wonderful, wonderful people जिन्होंने इस सब को possible किया और इसे एक frame के पीछे उनका बहुत सारा hard work, बहुत सारी मेहनत गई है. I'd like to invite on stage the producer साहब सबसे पहले. Of course, he's one of the producers who's been a very important part of Mani Ratnam साहब की ये पूरी cinematic journey. Give it up for, ladies and gentlemen, Siva Anand साहब. जोरदार तालियां. Welcome, sir. Thank you. Here you go, sir. So good to see you, and congratulations to you and the entire team, sir.
Thank you.
You know, we come to Delhi, जो कि इस पूरे देश की दिल है. यहाँ धड़कनें सबसे ज़्यादा रहती हैं इंडियन सिनेमा को लेके. What would you like to say to all the people and this wonderful response that the movie has gotten up till now, sir?
Oh, it's beautiful because it's quite appropriate that we are in Delhi because we've shot in Delhi for this film. Wow. So that way, this is the home of this film. Right. So it's lovely to be here.
Right. And sir, talking about Mani sir ka ye journey, you know, he's one of those precious gems of Indian cinema. If Indian cinema were a treasure, I would say. So, क्या बोलना चाहेंगे सर इस पूरी journey में उनके साथ आप रहे हैं, and it's been a long time. So how do you see it all?
It's an ongoing journey. I'll be going back home in the same car with him. If I say too many things, it'll be very embarrassing. It's a privilege to be with him.
It is, right? One unique thing about this director साहब, जो आपको लगता है किसी और में नहीं है, that is only, you know, unique to the gentleman here.
Actually, I want to say that about Mani sir and Kamal sir together.
Yeah, please.
It seems like a very obvious fact, but like 4 days back, I realized how much they're giving to the film. I know it's a very obvious thing, but I'm physically experiencing it. The time, the energy, and the creative commitment they are putting in, it's very inspiring. It's unbelievable. Even for our own team, we are thinking, whoa, you have to work so much to get to where they are. So that kind of an inspiration, that kind of a drive they still have,
they're just fabulous,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And I'm sure, sir, you're so lucky and of course super talented that you've got to, you know, work with them so closely for so long, sir. Thank you so much for being here with us. I would request you to stay back, please. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to invite on stage the very talented and of course the very gorgeous 𝗵𝗲𝗵𝗶 ji. One more time, उनके लिए जोरदार तालियां हो जाएं यहाँ पे, please. Thank you.
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है नितिन, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है यहाँ के.
अच्छा लग रहा है, देखा मतलब सबके चेहरों में, मेरी बातों में कोई नहीं मुस्कुरा रहा था यहाँ इतना, अभी देखिए सबके चेहरों में मुस्कुराहट आ गई जैसे आप यहाँ पे आई हैं. You know, talking about this particular journey with the legends, of course, बड़ा कमाल का experience. We'll definitely talk about that. वो one thing that's gonna stay with you forever, ठग लाइफ के बारे में कौन सी एक चीज़ है वो?
मेरे लिए ये एक बकेट लिस्ट वाली मोमेंट है. कमल सर के साथ मैं एक दफ़ा ऑलरेडी काम कर चुकी हूँ, एक्टिंग देखा जाए तो, बट मनी सर के साथ काम करना हर कोई एक्टर के लिए एक बकेट लिस्ट वाला मोमेंट है. सो दिस मूवी इज़ स्पेशली डियर टू मी एंड व्हाट अ वंडरफुल कैरेक्टर ही हैज़ गिवन मी. सो इसमें जो किरदार मैंने निभाया है, इट्स अ वंडरफुल, वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग वुमन. And very few roles are written like this, so I feel very honored.
Right. We know you're a brilliant actor, and इसमें जो ये ensemble है पूरा, यही बड़ा कमाल का है. सिम्बू सर बोले, त्रिशा जी बोले, लेकिन कभी sets पे डर लगता था because we have these two stalwarts, you know, Mani Ratnam साहब, कमल हसन साहब, of course music है A.R. रहमान साहब का. So कभी लगता था pressure feel होता था?
शुरू में तो definitely लगा था, but ये हमें they don't let us feel, ऐसा डर लगना नहीं देते हैं ये लोग, because they make us so comfortable. इनको पता है हम डर के बैठे रहें तो that will affect the film. काम कैसे होगा? So they make us very comfortable. They do whatever it takes to make us feel welcome. Right. तो इसलिए 1-2 दिन में वो डर चला गया.
हाँ. मैंने कहा था ना, हिंदी बड़ी कमाल की है, पूरी मुंबई हिल गई थी अभी 2 दिन पहले. एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए 𝗵𝗲𝗵𝗶 जी के लिए. Thank you so much. Okay, now it's time to invite on stage, of course, as I said, you know, if Indian cinema were a treasure, ये एक उसके बहुत ज़्यादा precious stone या gem होते. Mani Ratnam साहब, filmmaker extraordinaire. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Looking as handsome as ever.
Yes, yes.
Good to see you, sir. So we come to Delhi, as I said, दिल वालों की दिल्ली है. You know, यहाँ दिल से बड़ा passion निकलता है सिनेमा के लिए. So when you come to Delhi, what do you have to say, sir? Any special memories other than Thug Life and the special part?
I think I have two of my films set in Delhi. One was very long back, a film called Maunaragam. And after so many years, Thug Life is based in Delhi. It's not just that we shot here, but the film is based here.
Wow, sir. That's Kamal. अब तो दिल्ली वाले यार मतलब आप सबकी फिल्म हो गई है तो है ना मुझे पता बड़े सारे सवाल हैं यहाँ पे. Sir, if we were to talk about, of course, the premise, setting up this entire thing, this is a huge project, you know. It's humongous. So now when you look back, and we are about to release the film worldwide on the 5th of June, when you look back, what is that first thought that comes to mind, sir?
Thank God it's over. No, it's been a great journey. I think when you have a team which is who are willing to walk with you and who are willing to run with you, and you have, you know, all your leading actors being there, getting ready to do whatever, you know, that is required for the film. And when you have Kamal ji here, you know, I mean, it's a pleasure. It was an absolute pleasure.
Indeed, sir. Indeed. Mani Ratnam साहब के लिए एक बार जोरदार तालियां. Thank you so much. बड़े सारे सवाल हैं जो कि अभी पूछने वाले हैं, लेकिन उससे पहले of course, you know, the icon, जिनको कहीं ना कहीं श्रेय जाता है कि ग्लोबली इंडियन सिनेमा को इन्होंने पहुंचाने में कोई भी ऐसा पत्थर है जिसको वो कहते हैं ना उसको अनटर्न नहीं किया, कोई भी ऐसा मौका है जिसको उन्होंने नहीं छोड़ा है. गिव इट अप फॉर मिस्टर कमल हसन.
Thank you.
So good to see you. Of course, the style game, you know, it's just going out of the roof day by day. What do you have to say on that? You know, people are like copying you now.
Oh, thank you. I copied many people, so nice to be copied. But this is not my work, it's my costume designer's work.
The way you carry it all, sir, it's just killing it. Slay कर रहे हैं यार. एक बार जोरदार तालियां sir की style के लिए.
Thank you.
Sir, coming to the national capital of our country, you know, with this kind of response, इतना सारा प्यार मिल रहा है. What do you have to say, sir?
Well, I can only return love with love, not just thanks. This is a very historical hall. I am proud personally to promote this film in this hall. So many good and bad things have happened historically in this place. And I'm happy to be here. I'm very proud of my capital. And so I'm here. We are here again, and this film brought us here as a location. Now it has brought us here with pride. We have finished a film, like he said, he's grateful that it's over. But for me, it begins now. I am eager now. He's done his job. I want to see whether I have done my job or not. That you'll tell me.
I'm sure, sir, you've done it like you've killed it as always. Kamal Hassan Saab, ladies and gentlemen, it is such an honor to be standing here with you, sir, and you know, talking about thug life. As we're saying, you all are the OG thugs of the industry. Thank you so much, first of all, for all your lovely questions. We'll start with this question from Miss 𝗂𝗍𝗪𝗓 Das from Times Now. Mani sir, this one's for you. How did you approach directing the on-screen dynamic between Kamal Hassan Saab and his co-stars like 𝗙ṛिशा ji, भिरामी ji? And what was the most rewarding aspect of working with Kamal Hassan Saab, sir?
Working with Kamal ji is a big relief to any director. You know, I mean, he takes care of the scene. He makes it so believable, and the dialogues don't look like it is written. It becomes really a part of the character. So it's always easy, and it is not only that he's able to co-work with his artists around that, and he makes sure that their performance also is enhanced. He contributes there. So it was an easy walk for me. They took care of it.
They did. Okay. Kamal sir, this one's from Vipin Kumar ji from Shuddh Entertainment. Vipin sir, kahan hai aap? There he is, somewhere. Okay. So what inspired you to return with such high-octane action performance, sir? What was the inspiration behind all of this? He said it. Just one word. And of course, he said it, ladies and gentlemen. Mani sir, India Today se Prachi Arya ji would want to know. What challenges did you face directing a story written by, of course, yourself and Kamal sir? And could you walk us through your creative process of, getting into this?
Yeah, I think handling anybody's story is difficult, but I think with Kamal sir, it's been fairly, easy, complementary in the sense that there is an idea and that you can develop, and he, reacts to that, and we build it on together. I think the objective or the target or the destination is very similar. You trying to hit a balance between something which is, true, which is emotional, which has action, but still is within the mainstream cinema. We have a story to tell. It's about human beings. It's about the relationship. So if that, clarity is there, then it becomes easier.
Right. Abhirami ji, this one's from you. Anish from Master Publication would want to know that did you also feel like doing a little bit of 𝗙់𝗄𝗎 with the legend? Did you miss out on it? Did you feel that way?
Thank you, Anish ji, question ke liye. Actually, I am in the song. So I did do a lot of 𝗙𝗙𝗃. You'll see that on June 5th.
I am sure. Anish, thank you so much for your sawal. Nikhil Jha from Filmy Masala would want to ask Mani sir. So how long did it take to design the sets, create those character looks, and choose such powerful background music, sir?
The three different things altogether. Yeah, actually. Yeah. The sets were, we were very lucky to have Sir Mr. Roy as our production designer. And all the important sets were done here in Delhi. We try to create a lane of old Delhi and the residence in which this character lives in, all in Delhi. And we've shot a lot of street scenes, outdoor scenes in Delhi. So that was all, early last year. That we did. And regarding the look of each one, that starts off even before the script is fully done. As you're developing, as you're casting, you simultaneously look at designing, the look of a person, and then you try it out. With Kamalji, we tried out a few things, and then, he was there to fine-tune it and to make it right. With background score, it's Rahman. So it was, it is Rahman. He does the best. He does not just what you want, but he's willing to, he's not trying to please me. He's trying to do what is the best for the film. And sometimes it is most times it is much more than what I expect.
Right. Kamal sir, this one's for you. Bilal Ansari Saab from Face News would want to know, could you tell us about the song 𝗙𝗃𝗃 that you wrote for the film, sir? What was the inspiration behind it?
I wrote the Tamil version.
Oh, okay.
I'm slightly envious of the Hindi version also. But I wrote the Tamil version, and I enjoyed it because it's very much unlike something I would write. And he wanted me to write it, probably because of that reason.
Right.
And so I wrote that song. I enjoyed it because it had a lot of space for being not too serious.
Right.
So.
Right.
May I add?
Please, sir.
It's quite amazing. It was a difficult song, and we thought we'll give him the difficult job. And normally when I struggle with the song, when it takes us quite a few, attempts and days and to work on it and to polish it and things like that. And when he called back the day after I had given him the tune, saying, yeah, he's ready, I was really surprised, and he had it all ready, and it was absolutely perfect.
Right. And it's ruling all the charts everywhere, especially the Tamil version, sir. We all are loving it. We all are doing 𝗙𝗃𝗃 everywhere. Okay, Rajesh Khanna Saab, New Age Cinema se, sir, isse zyada filmi kuch nahi dekha maine kabhi, hai na? How did the title Thug Life come about? Kamal sir, this one's for you. And could you share the story behind choosing the title?
We don't even remember. We were looking at so many titles. We're not going to tell you because that truly will be a spoiler because you'll know what bad titles we luckily discarded.
Right.
Because I came up with bombastic titles and we thought of this, that, and he said, let's think a little more.
Right.
And we were coming back, we were tired, and suddenly I came up with this. It's almost like I came off the cuff. And he said, okay, that sounds good, we'll talk about it. So I thought, there's still another one in the box. But then next day he said, I told you, it's okay, it's nice. And everyone said it's good. Right. So it stayed.
So, but I would want to know here, sir, is it difficult to bounce ideas off of this gentleman here, or is it like, how does this thing work? Like,
We don't bounce, we throw it at each other and we catch it, look at it and throw it right back.
so there are arguments, there are like,
No, there are no arguments. It'll work for this movie or not. And we always say why I insist on doing this. And then if it is necessary, he will accept it. Then he says why he does not need that. That's all. If the film doesn't need it, no good idea is good enough.
logic is something that, of course.
The script sort of guides the logic for us.
Right. Okay, Anshu ji would want to know here, Devi ji, आपसे ये सवाल है. And the question is, was it all work and no play with these serious men, or was it like मस्ती भी होती थी sets पे?
मनी सर के साथ कोई मस्ती नहीं होती थी. वो सेट पे ही इज़ अ टास्क मास्टर. एक शॉट के बाद दूसरे शॉट के लिए चले जाते थे. देयर इज़ नो सिट डाउन टॉकिंग, ये सब नहीं होता था. आई मीन डर लगता था थोड़ा इनसे, सो हम थोड़ा दूर ही रहते थे मनी सर से. बट कमल सर के साथ बैठते हैं तो ही रिगेल्स अस विद स्टोरीज नॉन स्टॉप. इतने एक्सपीरियंस्ड पर्सन है. सो ही लाइक स्टोरीज़ के बाद एक स्टोरीज़ बोलते रहते हैं. हमें बस बैठ के सुनना पड़ता था. एंड सच अमेजिंग स्टोरीज़. ही रिमेंबर्स पोएट्री फ्रॉम 500 years ago. जैसे कल पढ़ा हो, कल लिखा गया हो, ऐसे बोलते हैं. इनकी मेमोरी तो मैं हमेशा इनको चिढ़ाती हूँ, बोलती हूँ ये ही इज़ नॉट अ वर्ल्डली पर्सन, ही इज़ प्रॉबेबली एन एलियन इन ह्यूमन फॉर्म. इनकी मेमोरी ऐसी कुछ अजीब सी है. And आप पहले पूछ रहे थे, if I may, with your permission, you were talking about, creating looks and all that, creating looks for each character. एक incident मुझे याद आ रहा है, थोड़ा BTS information देती हूँ आपको. पहला शूटिंग से पहले हमने थोड़ा फोटो शूट किया था. कमल सर भी थे, मैं भी थी वहाँ पे. These two gentlemen talked about, so this hair over here is called the widow's peak. They both talked about this. मे बी 4-5 बालों के बारे में आधा घंटा बात किया इन्होंने. इस तरफ कंघी करें या उस तरफ कंघी करें या फिर ऐसा घुमाएं इसको. आधा घंटा. आई एम नॉट इवन जोकिंग. दैट्स हाउ मेटिकुलस बोथ ऑफ देम आर. सो यू कैन सी.
समझ जाओ, मतलब इतना तो आपने खुद कभी नहीं सोचा होगा इसके साथ मैं क्या करूं यहाँ पे. ओके, ग्रेट. इसीलिए द रिस्पॉन्स दैट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एंड वी सेइंग कि द एंटायर वर्ल्ड इज सो ईगर टू वॉच द फाइनल प्रोडक्ट ऑन दैट बिग स्क्रीन. शोमिनी जी फ्रॉम वियॉन, कमल सर, दिस वंस फॉर यू. हैज द वर्किंग स्टाइल चेंज्ड सिंस द लास्ट टाइम यू बोथ वर्क टुगेदर इन नायकन?
Yeah, what we ran for, now we can walk towards. That's all. But we have to travel that distance.
Right.
But no panic, because the tools have come. Above all, the most important weapon is money. And when during Nayakan, it was you had to always tighten the belt.
Right.
An idea comes, then you'll have to make it more succinct. Not because that is the best way to do, because we can't afford it. We can think big, but how do you execute it?
Right.
So those things were much lesser in this. Of course, even here, you will have, there's no summit as such in the climb we have decided to take.
Okay. Uday from NewsX, उन्होंने पूछा है, Mani Ratnam sir, this one's for you. How similar, how different are you and Kamal sir? Your technique, your style, your sensibilities, your vibe on sets. How similar or different are you as people?
I think sufficiently different so that it becomes complementary and we're just not repeating each other. I think one helps the other, and therefore it's easy to work. You can see a scene, developing in front of your eyes, getting better. So I think that difference is a great asset.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Uday sir. Shubham Madan from Rashtra Pratham would want to know, Mani sir, you've done all kind of films. Which is that one genre that you love the most while making movies?
The genre I like most, I'm not good at, so I don't make them. I just watch them. He does comedy. It's unbelievable his comedy films are, and I can never make them. So I just watch.
So you'd like to add something to that? Like, he seems to be a very
No,
cheerful person.
it is like, it's a choice. It's not that he can't, he won't. That's what I think. Because I've spoken to him. It's not that some people are very serious when you joke.
Yeah.
This gentleman laughs. So he gets it. But somewhere he has kept himself because you think that way. I know dance, but I hate to dance in film.
Is it?
Yeah, because unless it's necessary.
Right.
Because if I will dance all the 1 hour in a 3-hour film if it is Sagar Sangamam. If it is Nayakan, how can he dance? That logic, that's why when you ask how was your technology and sensibilities, technology has gone for I'm happy he's keeping the same sensibility.
Yes.
But it's sharper,
Yes.
but it's the same sensibility.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for that.
Right.
If we lose that in pursuit of technology and better finances, then we lose our character, probably the brand itself.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Madan Saab, thank you so much for that question. AB, what an interesting question and a brilliant, brilliant answer. One last question we'll take, and this is for Kamal sir one more time. You've played hundreds of roles. Which one stayed with you and actually became a part of you? Pranjali, this is also yours? Yeah. अलग thug life चल रहा है यहाँ पे, है ना? It's okay. Thank you so much for another interesting question, sir.
So, is it the same question?
Yes. Which one? Any one character that actually stayed with you and
See,
became a
let
part?
me- if the character stays with me, I need a psychiatrist. They don't stay with me. But a lot of me is there in all characters, all the 100 films. That's why I keep changing my face, because I'm bored of that. I've seen this somewhere. So I change my face. I keep changing, and then I feel it's a brand. That's what I come for. Why do you hide your face? Then I remove. Then we again feel bored with it. Then we make it simpler and simpler, yet make the character complex. That's what has been going on. We are still experimenting with Kamal Hassan. I am, at least.
Right. Okay, that boredom is like something amazing for us. It is really precious for all of us, cine lovers, and that's why we get to see a new Kamal Hassan in every movie, in every role. Thank you so much for doing that for so many years, and of course for so many years to come. Mani sir, thank you so much for talking to us for this wonderful piece of work. 𝗵𝗲𝗏 ji, thank you so much. आप यहाँ पर आईं और इतनी सारी बातचीत आपने हमारे साथ की. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. एक बार जोरदार तालियां for the stalwarts here.
Thank you, thank you.
And what wonderful questions, yeah. Seriously, matlab, hats off to your questions. Thank you so much.